Hi, Claude Whitacre here. I'm a sales trainer, a sales speaker. I speak to audiences of salespeople across the country. I've also written several books on the subject of selling. Something that's not mentioned very often in selling is online marketing. And it's because, I think it's because, most people think of them as two completely separate things. You know, maybe get leads from online marketing. Yeah, you can do that. But they don't use online marketing other than that. So selling is a personal thing you do with somebody. Online is something that is done before you sell. Here's my thought on that. People go online now more than ever before. And next year they're going to go online more than they go online this year. And there are 3 times, if you're making a sale, the 3 times the customer is going to go online. Before you call them for a prospecting call. Because they go online because they're in the business. Let's say you're talking to business people. They're in that business. Maybe they're looking at a product that you sell. Maybe they're looking at a product that you sell that a competitor also sells. Maybe they're looking at the competitor's website. Okay, but they're going online sometimes before you ever contact them, searching for the subject, the product, the niche that you, when you're making a sale, that you are addressing. Another time that they go online is right after you've called them and made an appointment. They go online. Why? Because you say, I'm Bob from this company, or I'm Jane from this company. Now what are they going to do? Well, before you show up, if they don't know anything about your company, this is what I do. I go online. I check out the company. Say, I'll type in the name of the company. I'll type in the person's name. I'll type in the subject, maybe the name of the product, the brand. I'll type that in. Whatever is most convenient, whatever I can remember, I'll just type it in and find out about that. So you need to have an online presence, because before you see that person, you want that person to find good things about you online. You want them to find things that indicate that you're substantial. For example, you have to have a website. You have to. Not having a website is like not having a phone. You have to have a website. And that website has to rank pretty highly up on Google, which means that you've got to have a lot of pages and a lot of links to it. And it's got to have a lot of information about your subject. It's got to have a lot of information about the product that you sell. So you have to have that. You might want a Facebook page. Why? Because people are going to search your Facebook page to buy from you? No. Because that Facebook page shows up on the searches very, very highly. So when somebody does a search for, let's say you sell leather sofas, and you say, I'm going to talk to, I don't know why I picked leather sofas, but let's just go with that. You're searching for, the guy calls you and says, I want to show you a leather sofa. And you go, okay. So then you look up leather sofas and the store that he works at. And you say, okay, well, I'm going to search this thing about leather sofas. Well, what is going to show up is the website, probably the company's website is going to show up. But if the company has a YouTube, or not YouTube page, I'm sorry, if the company has a Facebook page, that's also going to show up very highly. Okay, if that company is listed in a couple of really great directories, okay, like Angie's List or Yelp or something like that, that's going to show up really highly. If they have a video, that's going to show up really highly. So you should create at least 2 or 3 videos about you and your product and your company. Those are very, very quick to do, very inexpensive to produce, probably free. They're free to post on YouTube, but those things show up very easily when somebody's doing a search for you, or for your product, or for your brand, or for your company. The next time they're going to go online is after they bought. Okay? Because they're going to make sure they did a good, that you sold them the right product, that they want to know, they want to see the reviews, what other people think about the product that they just bought, or the services they just bought. They also want to see if there's any real complaints. If a lot of people complain and that shows up really, really high on a Google search, that might kill your sale. So you want to show up nicely, and you want to show up everywhere on the first page of a Google search when somebody does a search for you or your company or your brand or your product. So you need to be online, guys. Even as a rep, you need to be online so that when somebody does a search for what you do, they find all good things, and it's very positive, and it shows pictures of you and you look substantial. That's an important thought. Okay? Go and do likewise, my friends.